So I've been getting some compliments about my skin, which is very, very nice of you. You have been wondering how my skin looks the way it does, considering I've had electrolysis done on my chin and my neck for years. I had it done for 3 years back in, well, between 2017 to 2020, and I'm currently having it done on my top lip. And although my skin is not perfect, I'm not saying it's perfect, but it does look pretty smooth and good considering what it's been through. I already made a video on skincare tips and what I recommend as a professional, but in today's video I'm going to tell you the exact products that I used and my personal favourites during my personal journey. Before I share those secrets, I've got another secret to share with you, which is Ana Luisa's special offer. Okay, it's not a secret. I've worked with Ana Luisa for many, many years now. They are a high quality jewellery brand based in New York. Their jewellery is genuinely very good quality. I go on about it all the time. They are water resistant, even though I never put them in water. I'm very careful with my pieces, and they don't discolour. So my rings in my set, I can tell the difference between the Ana Luisa ones and then other brands. The Ana Luisa ones look in perfect condition with no discoloration whatsoever. I've got a couple new pieces that I want to share with you. I want to share these earrings with you first. So I saw these on the website. They look like shells and I thought they would be perfect for a summer holiday walking along the beach. They are just beautiful, and I think these are now my favourite earrings that I've got from Ana Luisa. I've actually booked a yoga retreat in Canary Islands, which I'm going to be going to in a month's time, and I'm definitely going to take these with me, even though it's a bit excessive for an occasion like yoga on the beach. I don't think so. I think it's perfect. So they're definitely going to come with me. And then obviously Valentine's Day is coming up, so if anyone is looking for a gift, these are perfect. But just in case you're looking for another gift, I'm going to show you this ring. I should have creamed my hands before I showed you, but I got this ring in a similar style in gold, but it's wrapped around 3 times. And then I saw the silver version. When I first put this on, it was a little bit large on the fingers that I wanted to wear it. And I literally just gave it the slightest squeeze, and now I know that it's not gonna fall off, because I would cry if I was to lose this ring. So whether you like to wear silver jewellery or gold jewellery, Ana Luisa has you covered. I was just trying to figure out which ring I got from Ana Luisa first. This was the first ever ring that I got from Ana Luisa, and it's still glistening and nothing has happened to the colour. So if you are interested, you can click the link in the description box below and you can get any of their pieces while they've got a sale going on. Okay, let's dive into my secrets on what I did with my skin. So 2017, had a 1 hour session, and then after that I was having half an hour sessions every 2 weeks. And I'll try to insert some pictures. A lot of redness, a lot of swelling, scabbing, and then post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. These are all temporary side effects that are completely normal during electrolysis. The biggest thing that I think helped with my skin is my skincare routine. I was always consistent with it, and I always followed a routine from quite a young age, because I've worked in beauty salons from a young age. And then when I started my electrolysis journey, I was already a beauty therapist. So I was working in beauty salons, beauty clinics, spas. I had access to so much skincare. As a bonus, I would get staff discount, but I was obsessed with so many products. I wanted to try loads of things. I would get samples and try out products. Whether you have access to staff discount or not, the important thing and the point that I'm trying to make is that I was always following a routine and I was always consistent with it. It can be a little bit overwhelming if you don't really follow a skincare routine, you don't know what products to use. It can be quite overwhelming, but I feel like today, right now, there's a lot of information online. I feel like people know more about skin today than they did 10 years ago. If it is too difficult for you to figure out on your own, you can go to a professional, you can go to a beauty therapist, you can go to a beauty clinic, you can go to a dermatologist. Whatever you're comfortable with, you can get professional advice as well. As well as having a good skincare routine and being consistent with it pretty much my whole life, the thing that I was always including in my routine, which helped massively, I believe, with how my skin is healed, is exfoliation. When I look back on my old videos on YouTube, I can see that I always had some type of exfoliation within my routine. At one point I was using the Simplex scrub slash mask, which is a little bit more of a physical scrub. But then that was quite difficult because when you have electrolysis, if you get any scabbing, you have to wait for the scabs to heal before you can exfoliate. And my scabs used to take about 2 weeks to heal. So it was a little bit difficult for me to use the Simplex. But then I started to use the Environ moisturizers, which has vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E. So because it has the vitamin A in there, it has exfoliating properties. So I found that my moisturizer was already helping my skin shed the old dead skin cells. So at one point I was using the Environ, and then another time during that period I moved on towards Rejuvi, the Rejuvi exfoliating mask. So this is what I was using. I was using this around 2 times a week, sometimes once a week. This was, and still to this day, is one of my favourite exfoliators. So if you are looking for a chemical exfoliator, because you literally put this on as if it's a face mask, I personally leave it on for 3 minutes and then I wash it off. So it's a chemical exfoliator. You don't have to physically scrub. There was a time where I was working in a spa and I was using the LMS products, and the exfoliator that I was using, like a chemical one, it was the papaya enzyme peel. So I've always had some type of a exfoliator within my journey, depending on what salon I was working at and what I could afford at the time, because Environ is expensive. So as soon as I stopped working at that beauty clinic, I didn't buy Environ anymore. Just I couldn't afford it. It goes up every January, or yeah, I think it's every year it goes up in prices. So that's why I stopped using Environ. I couldn't afford it anymore, and then I moved on to other products depending on where I worked and what I could afford. I can't remember which video I posted it on. I really hope I can find it so that I can put the clip in here. But at one point I was doing some research because I felt like my skin was going through a hell of a lot when I was at the start of my electrolysis journey, and I read that rosehip oil was really good. It kind of just breaks down any dark pigmentation. First of all, please ignore my skin. I got electrolysis done a few days ago, so it's healing, and here I try to remove my milia. Because my skin is like this, I'm going to use the ordinary rosehip oil, 3 drops in my hands, and I'm going to focus it here. I personally get electrolysis done, and when I first got it done, my skin took ages to heal from that first session. As soon as I started to use vitamin E serum and I mix it in with rosehip oil, my skin has been healing very fast, and I was shocked because my skin heals very slowly. Like if I get a cut or anything like that, it heals very slowly. With electrolysis, after a few days I start using this at night, and it's been healing and it's been hydrating my skin very, very nicely. So the next thing is hydration. So I have moisturized every morning and every evening. Now, when I was early on in my journey and I was getting a lot of scabbing, it was really itchy and I couldn't help myself, and I would go and itch and accidentally scratch some of the scabs off. And because I scratched some of the scabs off, which is not allowed during your electrolysis journey, I compromised the healing, and I believe that's one of the reasons why I personally experienced hypopigmentation, where there's no melanin and I've got like white dots. You can't really see it because I'm fair, but in the summer when I've got a little bit of a tan, I can see the white dots. I can see where I used to scratch it more compared to others. If I was told, this is why I make so many educational videos online, if I was told that hydration will help the scabs heal better, it will help the feeling of itchiness, then I would have applied my moisturizer more often. I would have applied my aloe vera gel more often, or the antiseptic cream more often, instead of feeling incredibly itchy, scratching my scabs off and causing the hypopigmentation. Now, it doesn't bother me because you can barely see it. I can't even capture it on camera properly. But if someone has a darker complexion than me, then it will be more visible and it could potentially bother a lot of people out there. So, hydration is very important. Yes, even though I moisturized every morning and evening and it helped my skin heal, that's one thing that contributed as to why my skin has healed well. But just one little tip where I could have moisturised a little bit more to prevent me from scratching my scabs off. But if I was someone who didn't moisturise, I think my skin would have been a hell of a lot worse. With moisturisers, I'm trying to think what I was using between 2017 and 2020. From memory, I just remember, I mentioned Rejuve, so I remember I was using the Rejuve, was it the bee lotion? And I love that one because it was in a pump, so it was really easy to just pump it on my hand and moisturise. That one's for combination skin. And then I remember I was obsessed with the Thalgo Nutri-Soothing Cream. Sorry I don't have these products on me, but I'm hoping I can find the videos where I was using them and I'll put it on the screen. The Thalgo Nutri-Soothing Cream, I went through tubs and tubs and tubs of that thing. It's a very thick moisturiser. The ingredients from Thalgo are all ingredients that are from the sea. So it's very good for sensitive skin. And it's very, very hydrating. During my electrolysis journey, I was using a lot of Jane Iredale makeup products. I was obsessed with it. And I really liked the pressed powder foundation. I really liked using this makeup to cover any temporary redness, any post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation that I had on my chin and my neck when I was having it done. And these products, they also have SPF 20 in there, and I was really packing it on. That was pretty much the only SPF that I was using at the time. You're meant to use SPF 30. That's what's recommended when you're having electrolysis, so I wasn't using a high enough factor. So I am lucky that I wasn't left with any hyperpigmentation, because if you don't protect your skin from the sun when you're having electrolysis, especially within the first 2 days after your session, if you go out into the sun, you could get, and you don't protect it, you could get hyperpigmentation that could possibly be permanent. So I'm lucky that I don't have that. But yeah, the SPF product slash makeup that I was using the most throughout my whole electrolysis journey was Jane Iredale Pressed Powder Foundation. So those are my secrets with what I personally did and still do to this day to help my skin look perfectly clear considering I have electrolysis done. I just want to give you a last reminder of my other secret, which is the Ana Luisa sale that they've got going on. You should go and pick up these earrings. They are honestly the best earrings, perfect earrings for holiday. So if you've got any summer holidays coming up or any special occasions, definitely pick these up. The link is in the description box below. I believe they have 20% off, which is a bargain. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.